Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Jets going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Between the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. First is Garoppolo. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Green 39! Green 39! Hurry up, here we go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. No, bottled up. Fumble! It's out, it's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big rush, and it's blocked. Jets come after him, and they get him. And they'll wind up taking over there in their own territory inside the 40. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the tight end, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. To throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Watch it now, Marty, Marty. Here we go now. Blue, landing. Blue, here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go now. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Detroit, here we go. Detroit. 3-19. 3-19. Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Let's go, D. Over.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Here we go. Now let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to feel that one knocked down hard at the 46. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Gun! All right, here we go. Gun! Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Watch it now, Marty.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to them, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And incomplete here on third down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. He'll look to throw. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Back to throw here. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marquise Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is taken at the 3. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 97 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that. You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Black 99, Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Green 39! Green 39! No, check! Patriot! Patriot! Gun!
Now Garoppolo. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Garoppolo on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Set! Green 39! No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. managing risk. This is a big decision here.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd down, Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. And
a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No. Check. Patriot.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Hurry up, here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard. Detroit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. They got a man. It's Woods. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue,
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Back to Philly. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a handoff looking right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
And to give this time to the tailback. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. And when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Giants, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.